We are just about 70 days into President Biden's term, but the U.S. is still without a cybersecurity czar. Congress created that role, officially called the National Cyber Director, to help coordinate responses to the growing number of cyber attacks against the U.S. And the need, unfortunately, is high. According to the Center for Strategic and International Studies, there have been 40 significant cyber attacks against the U.S. and U.S. companies in the past year, including one where a hacker tried to poison the water supply of a small town in Florida. Thankfully, that attempt was unsuccessful, but they aren't always foiled. In December of last year, suspected Russian hackers were able to gain access to the email accounts of the head of the Department of Homeland Security and other members of the department's cybersecurity team by hacking what's called the company called SolarWinds. At least 9 federal agencies and dozens of U.S. companies were compromised in that one attack. So why has the Biden administration been so slow to appoint someone to handle this pressing issue? Joining us now, the former Assistant Secretary of Homeland Security for Cyber, Infrastructure, Risk, and Intelligence. Matt Hayden is his name. So, Matt, the first question here is, why do we not have a cybersecurity czar right now?
Well, the fact that we're even discussing the appointment of a lead for this important office is a good thing all in itself. This office is going to bring a lot of coordination on cyber pressing issues. And so I'm sympathetic to the challenges of getting someone through Senate confirmation, but we're looking forward to the administration putting a key player in this role, because the more executives and seniors we have on this, the better.
So why hasn't it happened yet?
I would say that the challenge of getting on board new politicals is one that's a story of the oldest time. You know, you have to get them vetted and get them across the finish line. But the challenge that is afoot for whomever gets that job is going to be key to really jump in with 2 feet and really take on all these challenges that are really at their doorstep.
Well, it seems like it would be a little higher on the priority list, considering what we've seen already with the China hack of Microsoft and also the SolarWinds situation. How bad do we even know, Matt, how bad it is right now? I mean, we're still dealing with the fallout from both of those.
The past 6 months, the American people have seen a lot of what the threats are to the services and the everyday functions that rely on cyber and the different infrastructure parts that are out there. The renewed focus on supply chain, the need for all of our partners just to get that illumination of who they work with and what are the risks to their day-to-day interactions if they do have a cyber attack or if they do have a compromise, has been really forefront and paramount for the government to take a good lead with private sector industry hand in hand.
I think until your own personal computer locks up, this is kind of out of sight, out of mind for a lot of people, Matt. We all just kind of move along, not realizing what happened with the SolarWinds hack or what happened with Microsoft. What is happening and how serious is this?
Well, we have an incident in where state actors come in and compromise systems. In this case, we're talking about infrastructure related to email, cloud infrastructure, the recent announced vulnerabilities around Microsoft Exchange, and they're taking advantage of vulnerabilities as soon as they get discovered. So the old adage is that if you don't patch it, somebody's going to take advantage of it. And so a lot of these vulnerabilities that are out there that nation state are taking advantage of are very complex. At the same time, we're seeing things at a cyber level for things that are 2 years old, things that just require an update, similar to the way your smartphone would require an update the next day.
Somehow I feel like as you and I are sitting here talking about it, somewhere we're getting hacked, and let's hope that we get a czar in spot soon so we can at least do our best to try to counter what's going on. Matt Hayden, former Assistant Secretary of Homeland Security. Matt, thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me.
New video is out.